Hold on, y'all. Let me put on a shirt. Let me get out of my bed. You know, the bed I don't have. And let me put on a shirt. Let me see. Just give me this shirt. Okay. This should be better. You know, the bed that I don't have. My own bedroom, you know, that I don't have. You know. So, y'all, let me know when you get here. Hey, TNT. You guys, let me know when you get here. I'll be here when you get here. I'm still getting a few things together, so just give me a few minutes. I'm going to mute while I get this together. I actually hate cutie pie. I actually have a few things that I want to do. I didn't realize I was reading this book called 30 Days to Taming Your Tongue. Okay, so we will speak on this. I have a few questions that I wrote down. And as y'all can see, I did all this like hand, like, no, this is all stuff that I've been through, things that I've done, things, because I like to write. I write a lot. I write my feelings. I write, like, look, I have like folders and folders and folders. And actually, this first thing I just want to say, because we have number one, lying. Then we have flattering, manipulating, argumentative, boosting, self-deprecation, slandering, gossip, meddling, betraying, belittling, know-it-all, harsh, intimidating, rude, judgmental, self-absorbed, cursing. These are just things that I will be starting on my channel, okay? People can stick around for it, and people don't have to stick around for it. If this is something, you know, someone may be able to... Oh, hold on. Found some more shit. What is this? Oh, yeah. This is my crazy stuff. My crazy papers. Yeah, crazy papers. Who is in this victim's advocate that I knew? Hey, Monica. Who else is in here? TNT. Monica, Cutie Pie. Hey, babes. Shout out to y'all for coming through. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Bam's live. I probably won't get a lot of people in here because I'm talking about some positive stuff, which that's cool. That's okay. I'm not studying it. Wanted people. Let me see. Who did I... As long as I wasn't in this motherfucker, I don't care. Was I in this one? No, I wasn't in this one. Okay. I wasn't in this one, y'all. So, I was in one of them, though. But I wasn't in this one. And I also have some with like these right here, the victims advocate. I have like some murder cases that I would like to start talking about, of some of my friends that actually was murdered and their cases was never solved. Oh, here's my bipolar chart, y'all. Yeah, we're not gonna read that. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna read that. What is this? What's in here? Oh wow. I want to show y'all something. And it's crazy that I'm doing this live and I came across this. It says Happy Mother's Day with butterflies on it. This is Mother's Day cards that I got my mom even after she passed away. This might be a very emotional live for me, but I would rather share it with you guys. Ah, sweet sugar, thank you. Thank you so much. I wish you would have hit the PayPal, but thank you, babe. I appreciate it either way it came. It don't even matter. Because it takes me so long to end up getting that money from YouTube. But it doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts. Thank you. Hey, EE. Okay, EE. I appreciate you being here. Uh, Sweet Sugar, I appreciate you, baby. Thank you so much. Okay. So, what we're going to do, first of all, is we are going to get into, let me put this folder down here on my big queen size bed. Okay, grief. Like, actually, I have, and then I know that some ladies, I know some ladies suffer with addiction. I have a whole booklet right here of my addiction and the loss of myself. Like, what is addiction? Hey, Unc Fed. It doesn't matter, sweet. It doesn't matter either way because, like, at the end of the day, a lot of people don't, because of all the bullshit that's been going on. A lot of people don't really donate and shit like that, so it really doesn't matter how you do it. So either way, it doesn't matter. Where's Queen Courtney? Does she have her wrench? Okay, yes, she does. Okay. I'm gonna read this to y'all. Wait, let me see what it says. I think this was one of the best. Trip me out when. Okay, yeah, that's nothing. Okay, that's not what I want to read either. Nosy. I'm going to read this first and then we'll get into this. Other people's business really shouldn't matter at all. Me concerning myself leads straight for a fall. Getting all stressed out, my nerves are all shot. Nothing to do with me, trouble's all I got. I'll try to study on what's mine to claim. That that way, if it's twisted, nobody else can catch blame. No more will I worry about what goes on. I'll keep my nose to myself right where it belongs. Ow, bars, bitch. Hey, Mama Sprite. So all of this stuff is like just it's very educational stuff. It's very educational stuff too. Our thoughts, our feelings, our attitudes, how to control how we act. Um, Truthfulness, guilt and shame. Um, is this my autobiography? Oh, wait a minute. I would read that to y'all, but that's got a lot of stuff. Confront the criminal in you. Like it's just a lot of good stuff, a lot of stuff that would help a lot of people. So now we are going to get to the first stage of grievance. So we'll put this down here, headboard, whole bedroom, big bedroom, you know, big bedroom, bitch. Try me if you want to. Anyway, you're not important. Okay, here we go. This might be a little emotional because, like I said, I have to. Y'all hit the like button. I'm doing something that is. This is something that is educational. This is something that is no drama. Something that can really be helpful to some people, but it shows me that there's 30 people in here that half of y'all are only here for bullshit. So I would appreciate if the ones that aren't going to hit the like button, that aren't going to participate in this, I would appreciate if y'all would leave. Period. Okay. 7 stages of grief, a guide to mourning. What is grief? How can we help overcome it? Grief is an emotional response to loss. It usually refers to the loss of a loved one. Other responses, such as physical, behavioral, and others, how we respond to losses varies widely. And it's important to remember whatever you experience is okay. Stage 1 is shock and belief. Okay. Mia, maybe y'all can learn something. Okay. Shock and denial. Step 1, you will probably react to learning of the loss with numbered disbelief. You may deny the reality of the loss at some level in order to avoid the pain. Shock provides emotional protection from being overwhelmed all at once. This may last for a few weeks. Okay, I'm going to say this. When, okay, y'all got to give me a minute for this. I need to light a cigarette. Um, when my mom passed, my first stage was shock and denial. I did not believe it. I wouldn't believe it. They told me my mom was dead. I fucking went nuts. I went bananas. In the hospital, I fucking went to punching doctors, pushing people out the way. And I'd appreciate if people went and try to steal what I'm doing. But whatever, handle your business. I see you over there just being a copycat. Just sit down, like, for real. Anyway, so this is what happened on January 9th, 2009. I got sentenced to a drug rehab program and 2 years probation. On that same day, I was supposed to turn myself in. I went and I was out getting the things that I needed for the program, and right, TNT. I was going to get the things that I needed for the program, and I got a phone call from my dad, and my dad was like, "You need to come home," and I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "It's your mom." What about my mom? And he was like, "She's dying." I cussed my dad out. I said, "I will come to that house and I will fuck you up. Don't ever tell me no shit like that." Hey, Miss Rio. So me and my homegirl, we turned around. We went to my house, and my mom was going from the head of the bed to the foot of the bed to the head of the bed to the foot of the bed to the head of the bed to the foot of the bed. She she couldn't get comfortable. Her whole body was hurting. The night before, this is a little graphic. My mom had tried to get up to go to the bathroom, and she used the bathroom on herself. Hey, sweet, sweet. And it was black. It was like tar. And when someone loses their body fluids like that, they are basically dead. They are dying. Um, she fought as long as she could. And she told me to come sit next to her. I sat next to her, and she told me, she said, "Baby, I just want to tell you bye before I go." I'm like, "Nigga, where you going?" She was like, "Well, I'm going into the hospital, and you're going to your program." So I'm like, "Okay." And I asked her, could I give her a hug? She told me no. She was like, "She hurts." She told me to call 911. My mom never told me to call 911. I called 911. Me and my friend got my mom into the wheelchair, and we rolled her to the front of the house so 911, it would be easier for 911 to get her. Give me a minute. Um, I'm on the phone with 911, and I'm like cussing them out. I'm like, y'all need to get here, like, because I see my mom, she's losing color, her pulse is weakening, um, she's turning like blue, like, when you're dying. Um, they got her, whenever they rolled her out the house, I felt my heart break. I just felt my heart break. So me and my homegirl, we um we followed the ambulance, we went to the hospital, and they were working on my mom, and whenever we went outside to go smoke a cigarette, y'all, and this is exactly what happened. I did just like this. And as soon as I sat down in the passenger seat of my homegirl's car, I felt my whole soul leave my body. My whole soul. I looked at my homegirl and I said, "My mama just died." She said, "Bam, don't say that." As soon as I said that, my dad called and told me I need to come in the hospital. And I came in the hospital. They tried to take me in this little room, and I was like, "None of that, none of that." And I went crazy. I went fucking crazy. I ran looking for my mama. I'm shaking her. Wake up. I'm telling the people she's just asleep. She's sleeping. I'm shaking her, shaking her. She's not waking up. I had to come to the realization. Y'all know what the word I'm trying to say. The realization that she was no longer. They tried to get me away from her. I punched the doctor. They called the police. I punched the police and ran. Um, I ended up having to call the program that I was supposed to turn myself into. And I told them they can send the DEA, ATF, FBI, JSO, fucking US Marshals. I was not turning myself in until I buried my mom. The lady actually took that into consideration, and she was like, okay. Um so they gave me until, I think it was like, "Hey, Turbo." Boom. "What's up, nephew?" They gave me until, like, okay, I was supposed to January, February, March. They gave me until April. I turned myself in April. Now, hey, get your ass down. So I ended up turning myself in. I did my 6 months in my program, and I came home. And as soon as I walked in my house, I was like, "Hey, mom." And I, like, because during the program, it showed me a lot about grieving, but I never really got to mourn my mother. Um, I never got to really, um, know what it was like to be without her. Um, she had always been there, always. Like that was my everything. Yeah, my mama did some fucked up shit. Yeah, she had drug addictions, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, she was a mother first. So there's little shit people say on YouTube about my mama and her heroin addiction, and they wouldn't know that if I wouldn't have never told that. I told that because it's a part of my story. It's a part of my life that I had to go through. And it's really fucked up that I had to come out and it was made a mockery of. Um, Me and my mom were mother and daughter. She's always been my best friend, but she was a mother first. Um, and the guilt and I mean, well, not the guilt, but the shock and the denial was that when I came home from that program and my mama went in there, I was still in denial. When I seen my mama dead in the hospital, I was still in denial, and I was shocked. And it's something that I tried to put past, even though I had 3 months. When you get put in a program, when you're locked down, you can't do nothing but think. And I never had the proper grieving. I mean, I went through therapy and none of that shit worked. Like they just prescribed me medicine for depression, bipolar, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Wanted to put me on a bunch of fucking medications. And I didn't really want that. But I did it because I thought, that it would help. It's been 10 years and it still feels like yesterday. I miss my mom every day, every single day. I have so much anger and so much pain. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I'm trying not to fuck up my lashes, y'all. Um, Look, I done fucked up my makeup and shit. I don't care. Um, I have so much anger and so much pain built up inside of me that it makes me react in ways that the behavior that I've showed on YouTube is not who I am as a person. And like, I have to let go of a lot of my past to be able to move forward. But I don't know how to do that in the proper way without lashing out, without going off, without a lot of things. So, with that being said, I wrote down these questions, right? And the chat, y'all can answer them as I ask them. I'm going to answer them also. Why am I so disrespectful? Why am I so disrespectful? My answer to that is because I've always been disrespected by past relationships, with men. I've been disrespected. I've been dogged. I've been beat on. Um, I've been, I've lost children from being beat on. And I lash out. Um, and you're right, Mama Sprite. I am holding on to something from my past because I don't want to let that go because it was my firstborn and my first baby daddy. I don't want to let that go. Um, and no, I didn't have to raise myself. My mama raised me, and my mama raised me right. Um, Even though, like I said, even though my mom was on drugs, my mom maintained a job. At Christmas, we got everything we wanted. My mom's house was paid for. My mom, everything. My mom, she was everything. My mom was a mother. She not only had me as a daughter, she adopted two of my cousins. So she had three girls that she took very well care of, even though she was on drugs. Um, Now, my second question was, how can I change to not be so disrespectful? My answer to that is to slowly but surely see, as much as I've been disrespected on YouTube, I'm not necessarily using this for YouTube. I'm wanting people to use this in their real lives. I'm wanting people to take what I'm giving y'all and apply it to your real life, not just YouTube. And I'm a disrespectful bitch in real life and on YouTube. I can be very disrespectful, very. Um, the ways that I can change that is by slowly but surely releasing this anger. Um, I have a person that I talk to, and when I talk to this person, I feel like I can release that and they're not going to judge me on that. And they're still going to be with me no matter what. They're still going to stand by me and they're going to help me get through it. And that's a big part of a lot of the changes that I have made. Um, Question number 3. How can I thank you, Cutie Pie. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that because I do have a habit of that. But it is disrespectful